Welcome to East Lansing, home of the Michigan State Spartans. These fans here know how to prepare for a game, and many have been preparing since dawn. A lot of anticipation for this game. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top-5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Ducks will kick this deep to start us off. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Spartans offense comes on the field to open this game. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
Talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
He's moving out of the pocket. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
How about that to start the game off by this defense? The offense decides to drop back on the first play, and this quarterback has no time at all because of the pressure up front.
Scanning the field, it's Childs. Pass caught. They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to give this quarterback enough time to be able to make the right read and throw. And over the years, Chris, Michigan State, that signal caller always seems to be efficient and smart and accurate. We're seeing that again today.
Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
But it's a nice job of picking up the first down by this Michigan State running back. Chris, you think back over the years, think of how many good backs we've seen wear these colors for Michigan State. Going back to Lorenzo White, guys like T.J. Duckett, Le'Veon Bell, Javon Ringer, always a good back in East Lansing.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. And on the carry, he's heading left. They stop him, but it's a first down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen.
Touchdown, Spartans. Strong game by this quarterback. That is a dream start for the offense, but what an opening possession.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
So the Oregon Ducks offense gets their first crack now. And, of course, in this game, Kirk, the spotlight shining on these wide receivers. Each team has a really dynamic playmaker out there.
Yeah, absolutely, Chris. These two wide receivers are the kind of players that if you can get the ball into their hands, great things will happen. Who has the better day today will be the team that wins this football game.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Can he get there on the ground? He goes nowhere on 3rd and short. I don't think he got it.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the first down. Big decision here for this offense because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
See if he can make something happen with the return. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. The ball is loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Back in motion now. quick completion to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looking for his big tight end. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Spartans begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you...
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Sparty.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
The defensive coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. It gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. So, Kirk, it's Michigan State with the lead here. And as we reach the end of 1, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the 1st quarter stats before we move on. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Spartans trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. The Ducks will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Nothing going with the running game on those 2 plays. Now it's 3rd down and 10. To throw, it's Moore. He's hit as he throws it. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works. The Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That'll pick up the 1st down. He's brought down to the 21. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Spartans. This quarterback on fire today.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and they got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Quick throw, catch made. They wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down mark. That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. To throw, it's Moore. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a 1st down. And the Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
2nd down now after the sack. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. Drops back. Looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The defense recovers the fumble. Touchdown, Sparty. And the defense joins the party with a score. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the return brought down by the coverage team there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Pressure is coming.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
It's a quarterback keeper. He's going to be tackled in the end zone for a safety. Kickoff team out there to boot it away after giving up the safety.
Man, that is a big-time play with this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. Back to throw. It's Childs. He'll take a deep shot here. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Michigan State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard. Oh, the ball on the ground. And it's the kicking team making the recovery a special teams disaster. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Let's see how they play this year. Move into field goal position or take a couple shots at the end zone. And they'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And here's the return from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way. And the Spartans will kick this away to get the second half going. Returner decides to field it. And the returner is brought down. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Handoff to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, another tough call for this offense. Seems like everything that they've called is going in the wrong direction. I think they're just trying to get out of this one at this point.
A quick throw out left, complete. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
The Ducks will line up to boot it away. Back out to punt for the fourth time today. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half.
He's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. Touchdown, Sparty. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score at every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
And the point after is good. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner looking to create better field position. The coverage team able to bring him down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down play coming up. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Tackle made at the 24 as they began to put a drive together.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Michigan State. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in.
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Looks like the defense has it.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
The Spartans looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Spartans. And the route is on. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Turner trying to create good field position. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. And off in a single back formation. Second down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line. It's McClellan. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
The timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Looking downfield, it's Childs. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's found some room at the 45. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to scramble. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Touchdown, Sparty. And the beatdown continues.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? The pocket breaking down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive. They pressure him and get him. A loss back to the 7-yard line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. Well, Kirk, we knew this guy was a dangerous returner. Took the football and just knifed through that coverage team.
You know, a lot of times when we talk about vision, usually we're talking about running backs trying to find a lane. But returners need to have that as well. And you just saw how great vision allows this returner to kind of weave his way through the defenders for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. Look at that. He's still going. Wow, juke the first tackler. That was enough to make the first down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Quick throw to his receiver. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Touchdown, Michigan State. And this one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And he knocks through the PAT. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Looks to the left for a quick throw. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's McClellan.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Throws it to the right. And the ball is picked off.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. And that's a solid gain. The defense able to bring him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Looking to throw. It's Childs. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Number 96 set to kick this one away.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Bringing pressure. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on play. Crucial third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. The Ducks will line up to punt it away.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? They'll take a deep shot. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And out for the first, but still going. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Sparty. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Able to get the ball back, but it could still be a drive killer. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Backed up here, 2nd and long from the 15. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's running out of time here. And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
And the pressure gets to him again.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Finds room at the 30. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
And the Spartans are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was 0 in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And the Spartans will line up here on 1st down and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Michigan State. And the route is on. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome.
Tackle is made at the 37.
Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this group is still marching along undefeated, chasing a perfect record, and getting a lot of attention, Kirk, at this point.
Well, they're as good as anybody that we've seen all year long in college football. They are headed towards that college football playoff and a shot at a national championship. Now, the thing is, they just need to remain focused on each week that lies ahead of them. If they're able to do that, we've got a dangerous football team here.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.